Protesters first took to the streets on December 19th, angry at the government's decision to triple the price of bread. They spread to Khartoum and other cities a day later, with demonstrators calling for freedom and the fall of the regime. Clashes broke out as police tried to disperse the crowd, and several were killed. On December 24th, after 6 days of demonstrations, President Omar al-Bashir broke his silence and vowed to introduce reforms. But protests continued into January. Al-Bashir announced he was ready to step down, but only through elections.
I confirm that whoever wants to take over power is welcome, but only through one way, which is the ballot boxes, free and fair elections. Whoever rules Sudan has to be chosen by the Sudanese people.
But protests continued. Human Rights Watch released videos documenting violence by security forces, including live fire and beatings, accusing authorities of a brutal crackdown. On February 22nd, al-Bashir declared a nationwide year-long state of emergency and dissolved the federal and provincial governments. 3 weeks later, a new cabinet of his loyal supporters was sworn in. Protests, though, intensified at the beginning of April. On Saturday, thousands marched in Khartoum, calling for the army to join them and back their demands. Things turned violent on Tuesday as security agents tried to disband the mass sit-in outside the army headquarters. But after 4 months of mass demonstrations, protesters finally got what they wanted.
As Defense Minister, I declare the fall of the regime and the placing of its leader in a safe place following his arrest.
After 3 decades of rule under Omar al-Bashir, Sudan's fate will once again be decided by the army. The defense minister announced the creation of a military council that would govern the country for the next 2 years.